Hello, it's Ian again. Just thought I'd give you another update on my vlog. I'm wearing glad rags today. I do apologise. I've been having a day off doing paperwork today, which we all enjoy, I know. I just drove back from Doveridge or Uttoxeter Way down the A50, and I wanted to speak to you about a particular incident that occurred that I saw behind me. There was a guy, I think it was a Volkswagen Passat in lane 2, going rather quick, fair enough, and there's a guy behind me going fairly steady in a Seat, black Seat Eco, whatever it is, the Eco model, but the guy in the Seat was texting, as it appeared as he came past. And what actually happened was the Seat in lane 1 went to move into lane 2 at the point where the Volkswagen Passat was coming past rather quickly. So Passat went towards the central barrier, well, obviously just to try and avoid him, but the Seat luckily realised before he came back in. Volkswagen Passat darted off into the distance, and then the Seat guy driving the Seat overtook me and then moved back in, but he was texting. And watching his behaviour as he continued forward was that he was swerving about on the road a little bit, meandering inside the road, and it made me wonder, because that surely was a near miss. It was something where potentially, you know, if he hadn't quite been concentrating a little bit more, you know, potentially that could have caused an incident, quite a serious one. I mean, we're talking at high speed. The Passat was probably doing 85 mile an hour, and the Seat was certainly doing around about the 70 mark. So what could have happened there? And I suppose as a driver that reflects on their own driving, you know, not that I would text whilst I'm driving, but I would reflect on that, say, you know, gee, this is something I need to sort out. You know, I nearly had a near miss, and this could have been quite a serious incident. But doesn't that show you something about learning? About, we seem to think that learner drivers, for example, you learn to drive during that period of time, and you pass your driving test. Does any more learning take place? Not that official advanced, you know, lessons or anything like that, or motorway driving. Just, you know, are you actually reflecting on your own drive? Are you actually thinking, do you know what, I just had a near miss there, something nearly happened where potentially I could have lost my life? And I wonder whether that's something that drivers could do a hell of a lot more. Certainly it's something that I do. I'm not perfect. I try and reflect on my own drive, try and make sure that I think about, you know, what could I do differently, you know, should I have done that? But it struck me really that, you know, this guy that was texting, no learning took place. So what else? What point would it get to before they sort of realise that this is really high risk? What is he putting at stake? Okay, his own life, okay, well, somebody else's, but what about the knock-on effect on his family? You know, is he the only bread earner? What would happen? You know, was that text so important that was going to put that level of stress on the family? I can't imagine that's the case. I wonder why people are so eager to communicate whilst you're in the car. From my perspective, the car is one of the very few places in the world that we get to ourselves with our own CD, favourite CD, with the climate set exactly so, the way we want it, you know, in the seat in the most comfortable way, heat seat, whatever. You know, it's all set up for our comfort. It's all set up for us. It's our only space really where we get time to think. Whether or not we should be thinking about other things whilst we're driving is another matter, but so surely communicating with others whilst we're doing that drive not only is dangerous, but also it sort of defeats the object of having that space to ourselves, doesn't it? So anyway, let me know what your thoughts are. I'm going to go now because I've got tea to eat, but yeah, I'm interested in your views. Thank you.